Hello, Warwick. This is Nick DeLeo, and welcome to a very special edition of School Talk called Center Stage. Instead of being in the television studio, our video production class has put us in the theater of our high school, where we will be chatting with the production team, the actors, and the technical crew for the drama club's upcoming production of Puffs, or 7 increasingly eventful years at a certain school of magic and magic, by playwright Matt Cox. And that might be the longest title for our fourth play ever. With me today are the play's director, Ruth Travato, the producer, Beth Peluso, along with several cast and crew members. So let's start by going around the circle and introduce yourselves and the role you are with the show. So Ruth, let's start with you.
Sure, my name is Ruth Travato, and I am the director of this show.
All right, we're gonna continue to go this way to make it easier for our crew.
Hello, I'm Beth Peluso, and I am producing the show for the first time this year.
Hello, my name is Sarah Venter, and I will be playing Megan Jones.
Hi, my name is Ben Kennedy, and I'll be playing Wayne Hopkins.
All right, we're Dennery.
Hi, my name is Dennery Simon, and I am the lighting director for the tech department.
Hello, I'm Abigail Joan Dunn, and I'm the president, but I also play Cedric and Mr. Voldy.
Hello, my name is Caden Parsons, and I am the sound director in our tech crew.
Hi, I'm Sophie Kresser, and I'm the student director.
Well, thanks to all of you for being on the show today. I always love being on location. This is great. So the first question has to go to you, Ms. Travato, all right? Warwick has been known and has a long tradition in the drama program of firsts and debuts and Puffs, that really long title. It's the first time, we're just gonna call it Puffs, is making its premiere here at Warwick. So my question to you is, what drew you to this production?
Well, when I try to think of what shows would be great for our cast and the students that we have here, I like to think of shows that are fun and have a lot of room for many actors and a little whimsy.
Okay.
And Puffs just spoke to me. I'm also a big fan of a certain franchise that has to do with a boy wizard with a
specific
star.
mark on his face, maybe? Before I'm going to give it to a student to talk for my next question, but you and I were chit-chatting over the summer when you wanted to do this, and I said it was great. But for those not at home, you and I, when we had our first meeting in the summer, said we cannot mention, I think we can say it here, Harry Potter. Why?
Because it's not affiliated with the franchise.
Okay.
It's its own thing. The Puffs are their own entity.
Gotcha. Let's send this down to Finn for a second. I'm going to go to him, then I'm going to go around. So, Finn, you are playing which role again?
I'm playing
Wayne Hopkins. So, and then I'll come over here too as well. Tell us a little bit about what Puffs is about.
So Puffs is about a group of puffs, which is a house of students in a magic school, and it is a group of happy people, some not so much. And
Looks like it's Miss Sarah.
it is the adventures of these kids and how they try to be the main character.
Okay, excellent. Now let's send it back down to Ms. Travato again. Something about doors. What is it?
Something about doors.
Aren't there doors in this, and plenty of doors
There
or
are
something?
plenty of doors. This show, it almost has, it's kind of a constant movement.
Okay, because that's what I really wanted to get to.
Yes. So
It's got a pacing to it.
It's got a pacing to it. It's really fast paced, and people are coming in and out of doors and in and out of archways and on and off wings. It's really like the plot keeps moving
Okay.
and the actors keep moving.
So is it 1 or 2 acts, you guys?
2.
2 acts, so it's nonstop.
Right.
Does it have a feel of like noises off, that kind of
Yeah,
feeling? Y'all know what noises off is? I'll probably.
It's a farce, you know,
is, okay.
in that way. It's a parody. It's cheeky, but it's fast moving, and we're in and out and on and off constantly.
Awesome. Let's send it over to you, Beth. So, Beth, this is your first time as producer for a drama club production. Tell me a little bit about the role. Where Ruth directs. What's your responsibility or setup?
Well, last year I was able to shadow a great mentor Mr. DeLeo. And I learned a little bit last year, but this year I'm really getting my feet wet.
Okay.
I spoke with you earlier that I feel like a chicken with my head cut off running around, and
What was my response?
it hasn't even started yet.
Correct.
So I am getting costumes, I am borrowing and you know, trying to get help from the staff to get pieces for our costumes. I'm ordering stuff, I'm making props, I'm doing a little bit of everything on top of that, ordering the shirts, ordering the posters and the banners, and putting the program together. So I'm doing a lot of the business end.
Business and behind the
scenes,
stage
yes.
stuff.
And of course, because I love shopping, I'm helping with buying the props or making them, because I do like to make stuff too. So
Excellent.
yes.
Let's send. Oh, you got it already. So let's talk to you a little bit. This is not your first time as student director. In fact, what number is this?
I think it's 4.
4.
I think
Good.
so.
What keeps bringing you back to the role?
It's fun. I mean, I just love it.
Good.
Yeah.
And what do you do to help Mr. Votto?
So during rehearsals, I would take attendance, make sure everyone's here.
Good.
And then I'm also on book while everyone's running the scene.
Correct.
So I make sure everyone knows their lines, and then I also fill in for people who aren't here.
Okay.
And then during the actual show, I call all the cues in the tech booth upstairs.
And we'll get to our 2 tech
Yeah.
students. in a minute.
And I also just kind of make sure it runs smoothly.
Excellent. All right, let me go into my 3 cast members that are here. Let's just go to Sarah. So we heard from Finn and the role he's playing. Sarah, what's the role you're playing? And tell me a little bit about the character.
Right, so I'm playing the role of Megan Jones, a puff who is convinced that she's not actually a puff, who hates the idea of even possibly being a puff. And
Okay, keep going.
and you know, but throughout the show, we can see her kind of coming out of her shell a bit and
Right.
truly accepting the fact that even though she has this like dark and like rough exterior inside, she really is just a fun-loving puff who wears mismatched socks and who was once a part of the frog choir through her friendship with Wayne Hopkins and Oliver Rivers.
This sounds super fun. For those, I'm going to give you dates and times and prices in a little bit. But awesome. Let me go over to AJ. AJ, same thing.
So I play Cedric, he is Puffs. He is a beacon of hope for the Puffs house.
Okay.
He brings all like the happiness to everybody. He's on the sports team. He gets picked to do the special 3-person tournament. He's just everything for them. And then in the second act, I play Mr. Voldy, who is a certain person that maybe should not be named. And he may be just a little bit evil and may kill a few people.
Now this is my kind of show. Excellent. Thanks, AJ. All right, as everybody knows, there are the people on stage, but there are also the multitude of people who are on the outside of the stage, upstairs in the crow's nest and in the wings, of course. And we have with us today Dennery and Caden, with whom I've had the great privilege to work. Let's go to Dennery. It's right there. Dennery, tell us a little bit about your role from a technical perspective.
So my focus in the tech department is on the light side of things. So for those who don't know, that kind of involves anytime the lights on stage turn on, off, change color, all of that we have to pre-program and basically move the lights into the right position for that.
Right.
So it's a lot of work leading up to it. And then on the actual show night, we'll have 1 or 2 people on follow spots. Typically in songs, if you see someone's face illuminated, that's someone up there doing their best to stay right on target for about 3 minutes of dancing and singing. And then I work very closely with Sophie Kresser, our student director, where she will tell me when a cue is, and I'll basically press a button, and it'll change all the lights to help change the scene and, be dramatic and add some cool little flair to make the actors' performances come to life a bit more.
So let's pass the mic down to Cade. So we have lighting. Caden, what's your role in the tech group?
So I'm the sound director.
Okay.
So I basically take charge and oversee everything that has to do with the audio.
Yep.
So that has to do with microphones, any kind of sound effects. And I also kind of oversee other stuff too, but my main focus is sound. So as Denery tends to have everything preset, I do quite the opposite and have to just kind of go with it and press a ton of buttons when it comes to showtime.
Awesome. I'm going to open it to everybody in my next question. We are taping this the week before we open, and again at home I'll give you all the info you need. But next week is the beginning of Hell Week. Tell me a little bit. Let's go to the actors first. What's Hell Week mean to you guys?
I can
So
take it.
Finn or Sarah or AJ?
Hell Week is the week leading up to your opening night,
Correct.
where you piece every little thing together: costumes, lights, sound, everything, and you might feel, like Miss Pelusa said, like a chicken with your head cut off.
Excellent. Sarah, what do you think?
It's the week where you have to mentally prepare yourself for long nights, longer nights if you have a lot of homework and no time to do it.
True. There's that.
And just knowing that every day you wake up, you're one day closer to actually being on the stage and performing in front of like our entire audience
Right.
of so many people. And it's nerve-wracking, but a lot of times it's fun. You get closer to your castmates that way, and you're here late, like I mentioned.
Finn.
So Hell Week or Tech Week for me is definitely stressful. I think for everyone it is, but I think that it's definitely a fun time, and the show really comes together during Hell Week. I think it kind of seems like it's in shambles before Tech Week, but then once you get there, it's like everything's there. It comes
Yeah.
together.
There's a magic in Tech Week, all right? Caden or Denery, whichever. I think Denery wants to go.
So Hell Week for me is a bit of a combination of all of my teachers are probably going to dislike me because I will miss basically all of my homework because I will have no time to do it. I will be eating takeout lo mein
Correct.
every single night, and I will go to bed with nightmares of lights breaking. That has happened before,
Sure it has.
and it's such a relief to wake up and be like, no, it's okay, it's not broken. But it's a great time and it's a lot of fun because you're just surrounded by the musical and the people in it, or the play and the people in it, and just all that fun and excitement for like every day for a whole week, which is great.
All right, Kate, just a quick wrap up. What's Hell Week mean to you?
Sleep deprivation.
That's it. There you go, 2 words. And you nailed it. With that.
We don't
All right.
sleep much.
Yeah, it is truly. Very quickly to the students, and then, whoever, think back, especially now. I have 1, 2, 3. Do I have 5 seniors on this stage?
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep it to the seniors. You two? So it's all of you are seniors. So let's go here. Favorite
junior.
drama club memory?
Oh, I think for me, the first thing that pops out was my freshman musical was Little Shop of Horrors. And I'm more used to performing on community theater stages, which have a lot smaller audience and whatnot. But the first time I came out onto this stage and the first time I heard that audience start cheering, it sparked some sort of like adrenaline within me. And it reminded me of one of the reasons I love doing theater so much really is just for that applause and the adrenaline of emotions that come with it.
I'm going to go back here. Kaden, you have it, and then we'll just kind of switch back.
So my favorite memory, I would say probably is closing night of The Butler Did It.
Yep.
It was probably like the funniest thing ever. Like, we were all laughing so much to the point that Sophie had to tell us to be quiet because like I could not even function.
That's awesome. Finn?
I'm not a senior.
Oh, you're not. That's right. You're a junior. Matter of fact, you're mine, and I forgot that. So,
I think it's not like a single memory, but it's just every single, like when we get in a circle and everybody, all the seniors say goodbye. It makes me really sad, but I love it because we all like talk and we just get closer.
so let's go here. Let's pass it back down. AJ's a senior too.
So I have 2 really short ones.
Yep.
My first one is getting a chance to be in Sweet Surrender as a freshman
Yep.
and getting to do it as an understudy. And my second is falling on my butt in the wing with my roller skates on for Xanadu.
Oh yeah, tap dancing.
And nothing
on the
broke,
deck.
which is
I
awesome.
forgot about that one.
And Denery, wrap me up.
So I think I also have 2. Mine is the opening night of Xanadu when the last number came on, because that was my first real big I made lights for a scene, and people started clapping at the lights, and I think I almost started crying because I was so happy they liked it. And the other one was for Cinderella during probably the first day of Hell Week, and it was me and the former lighting director B behind the light board, and then DeLeo, you and Mr. Adela were trying to get us to make a cue, and me and B were trying to tell you, hold on a second, and it was just absolute chaos of us screaming back and forth, and it was honestly, looking back, really a funny situation and something I'd love to do again.
Yeah, out of chaos comes calm, right? Good. All right, performance dates for Puffs are Friday, November 8th at 7 p.m. and again on Saturday, November 9th at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Now, tickets will only be sold at the door or Warwick starting 1 hour before each published curtain time. Tickets are $11 for general admission, $9 for children 10 and under, and our senior citizen friends. So I want to thank Ruth Travato and Beth Peluso and the cast and crew of Puffs for being with me today, and as always to you, Warwick, for spending some time with us. We'll see you next time. Take care.